Hi, my name is Michael Rose. I'm the student support coordinator here at Independence Middle School. This is my second year in this particular program. Igniting student success means to me is that we as SparkWheel have an opportunity to sit down with the student and figure out how do you ignite it. And so in order for you to ignite success, you got to have a spark yourself. And so for me, I think I'm grateful that I think it's a gift for me to work with young people. And so to have that one-on-one interaction with them, I'm excited to sit down with them. And so it gives me an opportunity to come in and sit down with that student and try to find out what is it that motivates that student, to try to ignite them, to excite them, to get them excited about being here. Because the reality is this: a lot of these young people struggle with a lot of things, and just getting to school is a challenge for them. And so for me, when they see me, I want to greet them with a smile, and I want to try to find a way to give them something to be excited about. And so you try to ignite that success in them, try to let them understand that there's something special about them. They may have not heard it at home, they may not heard it in the classroom, but when they walk into this room, they're going to hear it from me. And so I want to ignite that inside of them and get them excited. If it's just getting them excited to be here, to see Mr. Rose every day, then at least there's something that's drawing them back each day to come back and say, I got a purpose for being here. I have a reason to be here. And so that's what it means to me to ignite that success, because it has to start with a trigger. You got to start the flame. And once the flame is lit, it's lit just for that day. And then we got to start all over again the next day. And so that's what it means to me to ignite success, because if we can make it through that one day, then we got a chance to make it through the next day. And then we can make it through a week. And then before you know it, they've made it through a month. And that's a success story for a lot of these young people. So that's what we do here at SparkWheel, is give them an opportunity to ignite some success, because they need a little success in order to experience big successes. So I would say, since I've started this position with SparkWheel, one of the things that I've learned, that one of the primary needs in our community for our young people is a lack of resources. One of the things I think a lot of people don't understand is that the students that we serve, some of the basic needs that you think everybody have, they don't have those. And so once I began in this position, the one thing I began to learn is to figure out how to build those relationships in the community with the local business, and to get them to partner with us to help support our students here. And so some of the things that our community has done for us here is they've supported our students by doing donation drives for us for school supplies, because we have a lot of students who don't have school supplies, the basic school supplies. And so our community partners have done that for us here.
Tell us about Sparky the Goat and the competition between the schools.
So Sparky the Goat, how did that come about? Miss Susan Hill, who is the student support coordinator at Parsons Middle School, she contacted me and Miss Maggie from Royster Middle School in Chanute and said that her principal wanted her to start an attendance challenge. So she asked would we be willing to take part in it, and we said sure, we'd love to. And so she came up with the idea of Sparky the Goat. And so Sparky the Goat is it stands for the GOAT, Goal of Attendance Trophy. And so the challenge is this: whoever has the highest daily average attendance for the month gets to keep Sparky the Goat. So this past month, we were very fortunate to win Sparky, and we had him for this past month, but we just gave Sparky back to Parsons Middle School yesterday. They ended up winning it for this month, this month. But that's what Sparky came about, and it brought a lot of excitement into our school. And the kids were so excited that when we won and he came to be dropped off, I was carrying him around to all the classrooms, and they said, "Is that a real goat, Mr. Rose?" And I had to tell them, no, Sparky's not real. But we did win him because everybody's showing up to class and we're here on time. And so that's how Sparky came about.
All right, my name is Sam Carnes, Assistant Principal and Athletic Director here at Independence Middle School. SparkWheel supports Independence Middle School in many ways. Mr. Rose is our coordinator, and he is a lot like a Swiss Army knife in a way. For those who don't know what a Swiss Army knife is, it's one of those things that has everything on it, right? And so he supports our kids. He's here to listen to our kids, find resources for our kids, and not only our kids, but our staff as well. He's there to listen to them, support them, figure out ways to better help our students as well. invaluable. And so he does a whole lot, and it's behind the scenes too. So it's sometimes things that you don't see, but he's always there. He goes and helps kids in ISS if they need it. He helps kids with IEPs. He helps all of our kids. Everybody is affected in a positive way by SparkWheel and what Mr. Rose is doing here. And like our culture drastically changed once we got SparkWheel in our school.
There's a young lady who is in my program, and she has a lot of challenges. And so I had the opportunity to start to get to know her, and it was very hard to break down those barriers. And so how I went about doing it is after speaking with my program director, Ms. Rachel Harrington, I told her I wanted to build a sensory station, which is right here. You'll see it here in a minute. I wanted to build that sensory station for this particular reason. It gave me an opportunity when they walk into this room. It was an opportunity to be what I call a healthy distraction. So when they come in, they can sit down, they start playing with the fidgets, touching this and touching that. It takes their mind off what's going on. And then it tears down that initial wall of, can I trust you? And then we just have a conversation. And that started happening with me and this particular student. And each day we kept on having those conversations. They come in, and finally that student began to open up to me and kind of share some of the challenges that they're having. And in sharing those challenges, then we were able, as SparkWheel program, to meet some of those challenges and help her be successful. And in doing so, this particular student struggled academically really bad and really didn't care much about being here at school. And because of the opportunity that SparkWheel had brought us to bridge that gap, to have somebody here to know that they care for not just their teachers, but somebody outside the classroom, I think was important for her. That helped her to be more successful in her classes now, where last year when she started in the program, she struggled every day just to be in the class. And now this year, she's given the effort to actually do the work, turn in assignments. She's seeing her grades go up. And so it has made a tremendous difference in her life. And so that's a huge success for me, being here and seeing that progression in her, because she's got a lot of challenges. And just to see her smile every day and want to be here, comes in and stops in and says, Mr. Rose, I turned in this assignment today. My grades are going a little bit better. And because of that, I can see a difference in her has made overall. And even her teachers have contacted me and said, I see a difference in this particular student. And so I just want you to know that you're making a difference there.